Welcome back, everybody. We have a KIV veto on a schools measure, the sentencing of former Space Shuttle Commander James Halsell, and Tyner Rushing's new role. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. It's not every day that Alabama's governor drops a veto bomb. After all, her own Republican Party has strong control of both the state House of Representatives and the state Senate. But KIV isn't going along with the legislature's effort to delay the requirement for third graders to be promoted only if they're reading on third grade level. AL.com's Tricia Powell-Crane reports that Governor Ivey has vetoed the measure, which would have delayed the Alabama Literacy Act's retention requirement until 2024. She did point out that after reviewing this spring's reading results for early grade school kids, a delay could be revisited during next year's legislative session. The Alabama Education Association and the School Superintendents of Alabama are on the other side of this. They've argued that the COVID-19 pandemic has slowed learning for students and training for teachers on the newer techniques involved. Ryan Hollingsworth, the executive director of the superintendents group, said schools will be putting in play the same strategies either way, and that vetoing the bill will only cause more students to be held back because of the pandemic. However, State Superintendent of Schools Eric Mackey said he was behind going ahead with full implementation of the Literacy Act. James Halsell, who once was a space shuttle commander, has been sentenced to at least 4 years in prison for a 2016 car crash that killed 2 young girls, reports AL.com's William Thornton. Halsell pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the case. He received a split sentence, 4 years in prison, 10 years probation. A violation of probation could mean 16 more years behind bars. Authorities blamed alcohol for the crash. Halsell's attorney has argued that sleep medication was the culprit. Halsell's counsel has said that he always accepted responsibility for the incident. Alabama-raised actress Tyner Rushing has a recurring role on a new Amazon Prime Video series, reports AL.com's Mary Colurso. Rushing grew up in Sims, Alabama, just a few miles outside of Mobile. She went to Birmingham Southern College and has a background in vocal performance and theater, and she's also supposed to be in a couple episodes of Stranger Things during Season 4. As for the Amazon series, it's called The Terminal List, which is based on a Jack Carr novel about a Navy SEAL played by Chris Pratt who, and I'm quoting Variety here, who has nothing left to live for and everything to kill for after the deaths of his team in this ripped-from-the-headlines political thriller. Rushing plays tough Army pilot Liz Riley, a character who also just happens to be from Alabama. The series also stars Riley Keough, who is Elvis's granddaughter, Taylor Kish, who played fullback on Friday Night Lights, and Jean Triplehorn, who's been in all kinds of stuff, but everybody in Alabaster immediately remembers her as Beth from Basic Instinct. Hey, if anybody's looking for Filmmaker Magazine pop culture references, they're a couple doors down. Thank y'all so much for listening, and thanks to Lita Gore for helping out with the show the past couple days. I like this deal where I show up on Friday just long enough to call it a week. Have a great start to your Memorial Day weekend, and be careful out there on the roads. Some people are crazy. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, stop by and see us whenever you can at AL.com.